It's now time for Friendly Fire to say
Hasta la vista, baby.
to what we call the
Old and busted.
and we'll say to what we call the
New hotness.
For all you know, it invites people to rob it.
All right, so it's say hi, say goodbye time here on Friendly Fire Mornings, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at a couple of news stories. These are relevant stories.
Are they relevant?
Yes, they are. I have double-checked them for relevancy.
I'll be the judge of that.
All right. Okay, you can judge our content along with all of our listeners. Mini JP.
We're not grumbling about anyone specifically.
No, of course not. We wouldn't do that. We don't hold grudges. So say hi, say goodbye. Both of our news stories are up on our Friendly Fire Mornings Facebook page, so you can view them for yourself and also so you can see what the hell we're talking about. We're going to say goodbye to the old and busted and hello to the new hotness. So,
Aw, yeah.
I know which story you want to do.
I want to do the one about cars.
Okay, so I'll take the first one.
Yes, please do.
So, say hi, say goodbye story number one. There is a new status symbol in China, of all places. We're going to go to China now for say hi, say goodbye. And it's catering to the nouveau riche. That's a French term that is used when describing newly minted rich people. Mostly people in their teens, 20s, and 30s. China actually now has 190 billionaires and more than 2 million millionaires. So there's a lot of rich people. Well, there's more rich people in China than there used to be. And they're just behind the U.S. when it comes to most high net worth people. So in other words, there are more rich people living in the United States than any other country on Earth.
Oh my.
And China has the second most. So there's this lady. Her name is Sarah Jane Ho, and she's the founder and owner of Institute Sarita. And this company gives like these etiquette classes to the rich young people in China that don't want to appear rude or uncivilized in front of photographers or quote unquote Westerners. Westerners being anybody from the United States or Canada.
Oh my.
So they're offering classes in makeup, how to raise your kids, giving classes in table manners, and also a class in how to pronounce luxury brand names.
Oh my gosh.
Like how to say Mercedes-Benz and Louis Vuitton correctly.
Oh, okay. I would call it Louis Vitton.
Yeah, you want to buy
myself some Louis Vitton handbags.
Just remember that no matter if it has Louis Vuitton on the bag itself, remember it's probably a knockoff.
Yeah, it's true. If I see him, at least.
Yeah. I remember a top list that we did on the Big Sexy Show where we did the most counterfeited items in the world.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton was on there, I believe.
Louis Vuitton was absolutely number one. And I remember number two was the United States $20 bill.
Really?
Really?
Oh, that seems familiar now.
Yeah. So, Louis Vuitton handbags, the most counterfeited item in the world. So I guess we're going to say goodbye to whatever connotations you had about Chinese people being rude or off-putting.
Well, this is essentially their version of debutantes, right?
Not debutantes, dilettantes.
Dilettantes.
Yeah. This is inspiring young, rich people of China to be a little bit more cultured. And you know what? I actually think it's a good idea.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm always for more culture. I wish we had stuff like this, and I wish, everyone
we do have stuff like this, just not in public schools.
Yeah, I would like, we need to teach class in class. Oh man, new hashtag, class in class.
Class in class. Mm-hmm. Yes, in grade school they just teach swag in class. That's what they teach.
They have swag class.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I remember back in my day when I took my swag class, we learned about all sorts of cool things.
Yeah, you took
how to
you
sag
actually
your pants.
You graduated after having taken swag 452, right?
Well, yeah, I did. And I was at a college level in my swag, so.
Oh man,
I know, right?
You got out of high school with an advanced, degree of swaggery.
I did.
Yeah. So we are gonna say hi to spending money on not just the Louis Vuitton handbag, but also spending money on how to pronounce it.
Oh,
yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. So anyway, now they can say Louis Vuittons, like we do to not appear rude, and that's a pretty cool gesture.
That's true. Yeah, I say bravo to their classes on class, and I say time to bring that here to us Westerners.
Yeah. How about we get some more class over here?
And moving on to something that's a little less classy, the Google self-driving car project has broken new barriers.
Are they finally available for sale?
No, they've just broken the law.
Oh, but
It happened Friday night in the home of Google, Mountain View, California. A Google self-driving car was pulled over by local police for impeding traffic. It was going 24 in a 35 zone. Oh my goodness, this makes me want to grab a Google car and rip it apart, which I feel would not be too difficult considering how wimpy they look.
it probably weighs like 300 pounds.
Yeah, it probably does. It's like my Geo Metro, just uglier, which is hard to do. Back when I owned a Geo Metro, I have upgraded since then.
Yes,
I just
you
want to
have.
announce that to the world. But here's the kicker. It got pulled over, but no driver equates to no ticket.
Yeah, it didn't have a driver.
Because there's no driver, the officer couldn't write a ticket, even if he wanted to. Because what are you supposed to do at that point? It doesn't even have a license plate.
Well, it did have a license plate. In order for a motor vehicle to operate on California roadways, it does need to have a license plate.
But does it even have a motor, or is it
Yes,
just
it
have?
does.
Does it have a sail?
It-
Because these things are all like, I don't even
Yes,
know where
it
they
has
keep a motor in this.
Yes, it does have a motor.
No, I know. It has a motor in it. It does have the license plates, but I mean, without a license of a driver.
Well, if there's no driver, then there's no need to license a driver.
So my question is, in the future, when we have these things driving around, inevitably something's going to glitch out, and then one of the cars is going to go 55 in a school zone or something, and then you'll get pulled over, or if we still have police by that point.
Okay, I can see where you're going with this, but here's the thing. Number one, these cars have a governor on them, and a governor is a machine that they attach to the engine, and it regulates how fast the pistons can fire.
Yeah.
So the governor keeps the car at under 25 miles an hour. 25 is the max speed it can go.
Right, but in the future, it's obviously going to have to go quicker.
I don't know. Would we just get rid of freeways?
No.
If everybody in this market was going 25 miles an hour unless they were stopped at their destination, you really wouldn't need to go over 25 miles an hour, would you? If you didn't have street lights or traffic jams?
Well, let's see. Yes, absolutely! Driving here, you realize how long it would take?
Yeah, it would take a little bit more of a chunk out of your day, but you know what? You can make up for lost time by doing all of your work because you don't have to drive the car. You can tend to other things like your Facebook feed.
Okay, well, that's a lovely idea, but I'll stay behind my wheel.
Okay,
because
yeah, I think I
driving
will too.
60 to make it to this radio station, if I cut that down to 25 minutes, my 45-minute drive would be, well, it would double.
Yeah.
The car was posted on Google Plus saying driving too slow, but humans don't get pulled over for doing that too often. So I guess we're saying goodbye to ever getting a ticket. No more traffic tickets.
Well, yeah, because that's where I thought you were going with this, is because if there are no drivers, then we're not going to need traffic tickets anymore.
Yeah, but
we're not going to need as many police officers out there doing mundane stuff like giving people tickets.
Well, yeah, I mean, that would be awesome. But let's say, there's half drivers in the Google cars and half drivers on the road. So we're going to still have cops out there giving out tickets, right?
Yeah, but
Now-
they'll just be ticketing Google, not the riders, not us. We get off scot-free.
Yeah, exactly. So are they going, does that mean that Google now, anytime that a Google car messes up, Google has to pay for it?
Yeah, sure. It's their bloody car.
That's true. All right, so I guess we're saying hello to Google going bankrupt from this, and also hello to really, really long commute times if we have to go 25 miles per hour.
Well, see, here's my thing. I'm looking at this picture, and I think this is a planted post. All right, I think the scene was set in like Google's parking lot so that they could prove the safety of their vehicles. If you read the post that we put up on the page, there's no cooperating witnesses. The cop in the picture is probably a robot made by Google, and the picture taken was probably taken by a drone also made by Google. So I just say hi to more planted posts.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. We can use the planted Google posts to celebrate our future Google overlords.
Well, yes, all hail Google. All hail Alphabet. All hail Alphabet. Let's get back to the music.
Yeah, let's go ahead and spin some music for you. We have some stuff to tell you about and some music here on KGRG. Don't forget that we have extended fall pledge drive to last through the end of this week. So call 253-833-5004. You can also request a song from our ginormous library of awesome music. We have digital music. We have a bunch of CDs we can play for you. How about you call us up, and if we have it in our playlist, we will play it. Just like Killing Spree says. So, Friendly Fire will be right back. Nathan, let's cheese it.